Underwolf.
All right, hello again, everybody. This is Underwolf. I'm bringing you episode number 2 of my Feed the Beast modded Minecraft video, and we're gonna pick up right where we left off. So last episode, I did a little bit of mining. I did a little bit more mining in between the last 2 episodes. I had a creeper come and blow up all my chests and everything, so I actually kind of did a little rearranging here, but it's nothing too new. I'll show you some of the things I went and picked up. I got some sand, I got some dirt, some cobblestone, some clay, all things that we're going to need here in just a little while to work with Tinker's Construct. Alright, I also had a little bit of iron, a little bit of copper, a little bit of tin, and some other items here which are really useful. And we got some mob drops and some miscellaneous stuff here in this chest. So I wanted to talk to you guys real quick and tell you what we're going to be doing this episode. Alright, so this episode, we're going to build a new crafting table that's a little bit different and a little more useful that I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of. I think you'll be interested in that. We're going to plant some cotton plants, and we're going to get started with some basic power. And that should be really interesting. So buckle up, Buttercup, because here we go. Okay, guys, so the first thing on the agenda today is going to be a work table from forestry. It's a really useful thing. It's like a crafting table, but a little bit better, and I'm going to show you. So in order to make that, we're going to need a book. So I told you in the last episode, I was excited that we had so many books. So we're going to come in here, we're going to break all these and grab some books here. And take them back and get started on the work table. So just right around the corner. Pop, 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 pop. Jump up there. Okay. Alright, so if you look in here, I was already looking at the work table. Here it is. So for a work table, we're going to need a book, a crafting table, and a chest. So let's go ahead and let's put back these sapphires. We're going to grab some wood. Okay, and we're going to make a crafting table, a chest. Alright. Okay, and then we have our book already. So if we just remember, if you go down here, click on there, shift click, bam, there we go. There's our work table. Great. So let's put these books back in the miscellaneous chest up here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and break this for now, the Tinker Construct workstation there. We're going to drop down our work table. Okay, so this can look like a confusing interface, but it's actually really simple to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you this inventory down here on the work table. So this is like a chest. You can store items in here. You can close it, you can walk away, and they'll stay in there. Okay? And it makes crafting things real easy. So say if I wanted to make a crafting table. Let's type that in down here. Alright. Crafting table. Alright. So click on the crafting table, and then there's the recipe. We're going to shift click it. Now you'll notice it's going to use the items that are inside the work table's inventory to make the chest, so I can pull that out. Now once I made the crafting table, the recipe was stored over here on the right. And if you're wondering how you clear this out here, you click on this book. That's how you clear out the recipe. So it's really cool because there's a one button click to clear it out. It saves your past like 6 or 7 recipes, I can't count. And you can keep, like if I keep a stack of iron, a stack of redstone, glass, things like that in here, it's going to make crafting for you and for myself much, much, much easier, which is going to be really helpful because now we're going to get started on building a house. But before we do that, let's go ahead and we have some cotton seeds. We're going to build our house pretty close to this area, so I'm going to plant the cotton seeds right here. And cotton seeds are really good because they grow cotton, obviously. You use the cotton to make string, and you can use string to make wool, and it's a really good way to get your hands on a bunch of string early in the game. So that's really awesome. So the next thing on the agenda, guys, is going to be getting some basic power generation. We're going to make some steam dynamos from thermal expansion. We're going to get some basic thermal expansion machines. We're going to get a pulverizer, a redstone furnace, some leadstone conduit, an igneous extruder, and an aqueous accumulator. So I'm going to show you what all that's used for right now. Let's get into it. Alright, so what I did in between the last take and this take is I went and I built up around the base a little bit more just to make sure we're a little bit safer from creepers until we can get a house built. It's going to be kind of our temporary little hideout here. You'll notice that cotton I just planted grew a little bit, and we'll be able to harvest that. Alright, so let's get in here and get some machines made. This should be a lot of fun. So let's grab a stack of redstone, a stack of copper, a stack of iron. Let's get what silver we have, and let's get some wood, some sticks, some smooth stone. Let's cook up some glass as well. Alright, so we're going to drop all this in this inventory here so it can make crafting a little bit easier for us. And let's see, what's the first thing we're going to build? I think we'll build our dynamos first. So let's type in steam. There it is. There's the steam dynamo right up here. Okay, so I know we're going to need these coils here, redstone transmission coils. We can get those using silver and some redstone. So let's click that in there. We're going to want to make 3 of these. And we're going to put them right back in this crafting interface and clear that. I love how it saves those recipes. It's so cool. Alright, next thing we're going to need is some copper gears. So that's a stone gear surrounded by copper. Okay, we're going to need 6 gears total. So let's go ahead and get 6 gears made. Alright, so we're able to make 1. Let's put sticks in here. So we're going to clear this. And you can manually put in the recipes as well. So you see there, I can put this in and get me a whole bunch of sticks here. Alright, let's put that there and we can go right back to our wooden gear and finish what we're doing. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's wooden gears. We put them back in. Now we wanted stone gears, so we'll clear that. Put wood gear in the middle, surrounded by cobblestone. And we'll be able to get all 6 of our stone gears. Cool. Now we can make the copper gears. If we clear that, grab the stone gear, bada bing, bada boom, surround it with some copper. Fantastic. Okay, and that'll give us all of our copper gears that we need. So you'll see how much quicker that process is, the better you get with this work table here from Forestry. Thank you, work table. Okay, so back to our engine, our dynamo here. We should have everything we need to make our 3 dynamos. Fantastic. So now we have our steam dynamos. We'll put those down here in our inventory. Okay, the next thing on the list is going to be fluid duct. Did I have some lead? I thought I did. I sure do. Okay, we're going to grab this lead as well. Throw it into this inventory. And we're going to make some fluid duct here. I want to show you that recipe. So we type in fluid right there. You'll see there's different kinds of fluid ducts. These are the better ones. They're see-through. You can pump things out of machines with them and stuff like that. They're really awesome, but we'll get to those later. Right now we're just going to make the basic opaque fluid duct here. Alright, and we're just going to get, how many let's get a couple of them just to make sure we have plenty. We'll grab 18 of those, so there's that. Alright, next thing is a pulverizer. So let's see if we have everything we need to make a pulverizer from thermal expansion. So we're going to need a piston. Alright, so let's get 3, let's just put 3 pistons in here because we're probably going to need more of those later. Alright, a machine block, just going to require glass. So let's grab some of this glass that we've made, pop it in here. Okay, we should be able to make some machine blocks. Okay, we are going to need gold. I actually have not found gold. I forgot I needed gold. So let me go mining and get some more gold, and I will be back here in just a bit. Alright guys, I'm back. I just went and got some gold on a little mining excursion. Found it right there. We can come in here, click on the pulverizer, machine block. You can use steel to make the machine block, or you could use iron. We're going to click this recipe down here and get ourselves 2 machine blocks. Toss them in. Okay, we should be getting pretty close. We're also going to need this. Redstone, okay. And we're going to get 2 of these as well. Make sure we have plenty, and then I know I'm going to need flint, so Over here I should have some flint. I sure do. 2. You can just, if you want to move a couple from one inventory to the other, you can just use your rolly mouse ball, roll down and forward, and it'll give you a couple at a time. Really useful time saver there. Alright, let's throw the flint in here. We should be getting close to a pulverizer. And bam! Okay, cool. So there's our pulverizer. So we have our 3 steam dynamos, our fluid ducts, and our pulverizer. Next thing we're going to need is a redstone furnace. So let's type that in down here. Redstone furnace. Fantastic. Okay, so you notice I made the extra machine frame and the extra reception coils because I knew I needed that. Okay, I am going to need bricks. Let me cook up some clay real quick. Where is that in here? Okay, we'll just cook up like 8 pieces of clay. Okay, I'll be back here in just a minute when I have my bricks. So here it is. It's our 8th brick. Fantastic. We're going to open... Oh, and then I like to keep an extra crafting table around for if I just need like one thing made really quickly. So let's break this. Let's put a workstation here. Like for something like this where I just want to make some bricks real quick, I can still have that there. So there's our 2 bricks. We're going to pop that in here. Go to our redstone furnace. Click that. And we should have... Oh, you got to put the bricks in this inventory up here as well. Alright, cool. So there's our redstone furnace. There's our pulverizer. Next thing we're going to need is an aqueous accumulator. Let's get our aqueous accumulator. That's not Q. Yeah, it is. Well, let's just type in there we go. Accumulator. AQU. What did I spell? Okay, anyway, aqueous accumulator. So for this we're going to need a bucket, a pneumatic servo, some tin, which we should have, some tin. Yep, right there. Okay. So let's grab some tin and throw that into our buddy here. Okay, what do we need to make this pneumatic servo? Let's get a few of these. Okay, throw that in there. We need some more machine frames. Let's grab 2 more of those. Okay, we're going to need a bucket. See how much quicker this goes with the work table and NEI? It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. We're going to clear that. Aqueous accumulator. We should be able to make it now. I mean, if that's just not simple crafting, I don't know what is. I have the best time with that. Okay, so there's aqueous accumulator. Next, we need an igneous extruder. Okay. There it is right there. Igneous. N-E. Okay. I think we actually have everything we need to make that. We sure do. Okay, fantastic. So there's our igneous extruder, aqueous accumulator, redstone furnace, pulverizer. We have our engines, and we have our fluid ducts. But what are we missing? We are missing a way to store power, the power that our steam dynamos are creating, and we're also missing a way to connect all of that power to our machine. So for that, we're going to need to use leadstone. Alright, so there are different tiers of these energy cells and of these energy conduits that come from thermal expansion. This is the first one that we can really get our hands on and use at this level, and it works just fine with our steam dynamos for our purposes at this time. So in order to get a leadstone energy cell, we're going to click on that. We're going to need a redstone conduit. So for that we're going to need electrum. I forgot we're going to need some electrum for this. How do I make electrum? I think I need... What do I need? Pulverized gold and pulverized silver. Alright, and I do have some silver. I should have some left. Oh, cool. I have 1 silver. So I can toss the silver bar in here and get that going. And that should turn into dust for me. Alright, fantastic. Okay. How many of those did I need? Okay, just 1. It was 1 to 1. So I need a gold as well. Look at this. We're like right on the edge of running out of stuff. Might have to do a little bit more mining here in a minute. Where's my sticks? I think I have some in here. Okay. Alright, give me just one moment. We're going to make this handle. I got lost right there. I forgot what I was doing. We're making a handle that I broke here. So if you turn this crank right here and there's nothing inside of it, or it doesn't have anything to grind, the handle will break. You have to make another one, which isn't too big of a deal, but you kind of want to be careful. So we're going to try and be a little more careful here. Alright, let's check on that. Okay, and it is finished. Alright, so let's see if we can mix these dusts together. Yes, we can. Cool, and that's going to give us electrum blend, and we should be able to throw that in our furnace. Okay, I'll be right back when this electrum's cooked up. Alright, boys and girls, there we go. There's some electrum. So let's grab it. Put it back in here, and that should be one of the last things standing in our way here. So that will give us a leadstone energy cell. We're going to need one of these. Okay, we'll put that right there. Click on our leadstone energy cell. Okay, we're going to need a block of redstone. Let's get one of those. We're getting there. We're almost there. One of those. Okay. Fantastic. That's just the frame. Okay, so now that we have the frame, let's cover it and use our thing, and bam. Okay, fantastic. So there we go. That's how you get a leadstone energy cell. That's going to be really important. It's a way for us to transport energy around. We can fill it up with energy, pick it up with our crescent hammer that we'll make here in just a minute, and transport to another location. So that's really good for our purposes right now. So next we need these leadstone energy conduits, and we should have plenty of stuff to make these. 2. Alright, so that gives us 12. That should be more than enough conduits. So this should be everything we need for our project for now. So this is going to give us some basic thermal expansion machines. It's going to make it so we can make some stone and things like that. Speaking of, I do want to make another bucket. You'll see why here in just a minute. And let's get 2 buckets. Okay, let's put those on our hotbar. Okay, we're going to grab some water from our farm. Oh, I think it's nighttime. Okay, we're going to sleep through the night so we don't get eaten by any eat by any bad guys. Let's step outside. Okay, and we're going to fill these buckets up with water. Okay, so now what I want to do is find a... Hold on, let's kill this zombie. There's a zombie attack in our homies here. Okay, there he is. What's up, pal? Okay. Okay, so I actually have decided to set up a little pre-base here. So we're just going to stay here to start off. And we're going to put our machines in a little room I built right over here. So you'll see here, if I turn this corner, I just did a nice little add-on next to our storage. And here's where we're going to put our steam dynamos, our igneous extruder, and our pulverizer and our other machines here. So let's get all of that set up. So let's first of all get our water put down. Alright, so that's going to make an infinite water supply. Alright. It is an infinite water supply. It looks a little weird for some reason, but it's good. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our aqueous accumulator. So with this machine, what it does is it treats... like right here, you have an infinite water supply. So if I use my bucket to pick up this water in the middle, it'll constantly be getting refilled. So by putting this machine here, the machine's going to be constantly getting filled with water. You'll see there that the internal buffer here is filling up with 4,000 millibuckets of water, which is pretty cool. Alright, these configurations here, I'm going to show you a little bit more of this in just a minute. So next thing we're going to do is throw down our fluid duct. I'm going to put a bunch of these things on the toolbar here. I don't have any need for my tools at the moment. Or these buckets. Thank you, buckets. You did your job well. Okay, and we're going to put that there, this here. Okay. So if you hold shift right click, you can set that on top without accessing the interface, which is really important. And then we're going to have it come out right here, right there, and right here. So in order for our steam dynamos to work the way they're supposed to, they need water. They need water and they need coal. So that's what we're going to do, is put our steam dynamos down. And if we click on them, you'll see the interface here that they're filling up with water, which is pretty important. Alright, so the other thing it's going to need is coal, and it'll build up an internal buffer of steam, and it'll actually start providing energy out of the top of these things here. So let's grab some coal for it. Let's go ahead and load it up, and you'll see it powering up immediately, right away. So it's a really good way to get some power early in the game by using steam, which is pretty neat. Alright, let's put this back here. We'll cover up this hole for now. Eventually we'll have a fancier way of covering up these pipes, don't you worry. But for now, that's going to have to do. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is break a little hole right here and place down our other machines. So we're going to put down our igneous extruder right here. We're going to put down our pulverizer here and the redstone furnace right here. So one other thing I want to make is going to be a chest. So let's go ahead and clear this recipe. We're going to make a chest. Okay, and you just have to actually, you can't hold down on this, you got to actually click it. There we go. So we have a chest right here, and just a regular wooden chest will be fine for now. We're going to set the chest right here. Okay, so next thing we need is power, and I may need some more of these leadstone energy cells. So we're going to connect the leadstone energy cells back here. We're going to run it back along this way and to the back of our machines. Okay, and I think I have just enough. I sure do. Okay, fantastic. So let's get inside and let's get some rest before the monsters come and get us. Make sure we close the door. Okay, cool. So we just about got our basic thermal expansion machine set up here, which is great. We got a little bit of a visual bug there. Okay, cool. So there we go. There's our powers coming up. It's going into the pipes. It should be fueling our machines back here. And you'll see that they all have basic power now, which is really exciting. Okay, and to turn these off, let me show you this interface. You can come in here, and if you turn it on to high, what it'll do is it'll say, hey, I need a redstone signal in order to be on. So this is a good way to turn these engines off, or you could, of course, remove the coal if you like as well. Alright, and then if we look at our igneous extruder, something's missing here. So our igneous extruder needs water, and it needs lava in order to make cobblestone, stone, and obsidian, which is pretty cool because all it takes to make cobblestone is lava and water, and then you get infinite cobblestone, which is pretty cool. So we're going to get a bucket of lava. Let me go get a bucket of lava real quick. Actually, first things, let's go back outside here, and let's make sure that some water is connected to our igneous extruder. Alright, so we have that right there. Okay, boom, and boom. Okay, cool. And that should have water going to it now as well from our aqueous accumulator. So this can be a really good way. We're going to want to build a house here in a minute. I'm going to want stone, and in order to make stone, I need an igneous extruder. So let me go get a bucket of lava, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I was able to find some lava for us to get this started. So in order to make stone, it actually costs water to make smooth stone. It doesn't cost lava. You need lava to get it started, but it's not going to cost you lava to make smooth stone. with the as far as the cobblestone goes, it doesn't use any water or any lava, and it'll just make you a bunch of cobblestone. And obsidian, you'd have to have this connected to a machine or to a pump or something that's constantly supplying you with lava in order to make an infinite amount of obsidian. But you can see how useful that would be and how useful it's going to be for us in the future. It has the same redstone controls where you can turn it on and off using redstone. And if you click down here on the configuration, you'll see there's all these different squares. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity now to explain these squares to you. So you notice here that I set the chest in between the igneous extruder, the redstone furnace, in between, the igneous extruder and the redstone furnace. It's because I want things to get cooked up in the furnace and immediately get ejected into the chest. So the way that works is if I open this interface, you'll see here blue means that you're going to let things in from that side. So you'll notice that there's a direct correlation with the sides here. So this is the top, and it's blue. So right here you'll see, hey, that's the top and it's blue. So hey, if I put something up here, it'll let things in this machine through the top. We're going to leave that open because we're going to put a hopper and a chest up here, and if we ever need to cook a bunch of glass or anything like that, we can just throw it all in there. It'll cook up for us nice and good and get ejected into the chest. So the way you eject it is right here on the right hand side. This shows us that it's orange. Orange means, hey, eject things. This eject things out this side and in to this chest. So if we look in there, we'll see that the orange is ejecting right there. So now what we're going to do is come over to our pulverizer, because this is set up basically the way we want it set up. Now we don't need these to be blue. We can turn them solid on the other side. We'll leave blue on the left side because we want things to come from the pulverizer into the redstone furnace. So we'll leave that blue. But the bottom can also be changed, and the back can be changed to nothing. We don't need to be using those at this time. All right, so we're going to eject on this one out the right-hand side. We're going to let things in through the top, and we're going to block things off here, the bottom, the left, the bottom, and the back. Okay, bam. So now we'll see that we can have items dropped in the pulverizer here. It can be ejected into the furnace, cooked up, and then put into the chest. Pretty awesome. Same thing here. So now we'll see that, hey, it's blue here. We want to eject our smooth stone into this chest. So the way we're going to do that is change the left output to orange there. All right, and we'll change the top and the bottom. The top, these can all actually be smooth now. Alright, and we'll notice that items will get ejected from here into the chest here. I'm actually not sure why it... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it just took it a second to catch up. Maybe I had some server world lag or something. That is putting that in there now. Alright. Okay, the machine is powered. What did... Oh, I closed off... Okay, so what had happened is I had closed off the side that's letting the water in. So it's pretty important that I leave that open. So that's all that happened there. I kind of got confused. Alright, so we're letting the water in through the left. It's ejecting the items that it's making right here, through here, and at the cost of water, it's giving us smooth stone. The machine will turn off once its inventory is up to 64 of whatever item we're making, and it's going to fill up this chest with smooth stone, which is what we want, because we're going to make a house. Alright, so let me check the time and see if we have time to make our house in this episode or not. I'll be right back. Alright, well, unfortunately it doesn't look like we have enough time in this episode to make our house, but we're all set up now. We have our basic power generation coming in. From here we have our igneous extruder, our pulverizer, and our redstone furnace set up, and we have the very basic parts of automation set up here. We were able to get our work table going, and all in all, it was a pretty good time. I hope you guys had a good time. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you'll stop back in for episode number 3. I'm Underwolf, signing off. Catch you later, guys.